Hey guys, so we're in my kitchen. We're gonna make dinner, and tonight's dish is gonna be scallops, mashed potatoes, and bacon wrapped asparagus. So let's get to it. So before you begin, start boiling water, and then by the time you finish peeling and cutting the potatoes, it'll be ready and boiled, so you can throw all the potatoes in. I got 4 potatoes right here that I'm gonna wash. So I got my peeler, got my potato, and I peel. Potatoes are really easy. You use a potato peeler and just kind of go at the skin. And if it's sharp enough, it'll come off real easy. And then that is a first peeled potato. So now that we have all the potatoes peeled, you put them into my slicer so it can boil easier. So instead of chopping it by hand, I throw them into this thing. It's really sharp. So I kind of dig it in real quick, hammer it in my hand, and go boom. It slices it pretty quickly. As you can see, I peeled all the potatoes and then I put it in and it's sliced into little chunks or slices. My potatoes are sliced. I'm gonna rinse it with some water, cold water. So I have 2 cloves, it's put together. It's pretty easy. I slice off the ends because I don't really like the ends. And slice off the other end a little bit. So peeled and peeled. Mash it. Mince it and slice it because you're gonna put this in the potato after it's cooked. So you have garlic mashed potatoes. So water is boiled, throw the potatoes in there. Try not to drop it in there or else it'll splatter all the way up. Boil, cover it up. It should be boiled in about 20 minutes. So you have 2 ways of cutting an asparagus. One method is to break it where it's the softest. So if it doesn't break here, you keep breaking it until now you feel it until it actually snaps off. When it snaps off, that means that's how you know when this part of the asparagus is the ripe and this is not the good part. So to save time for us, we're just gonna cut off about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of the ends, and then we won't eat those. Rinse the asparagus after we're done cutting the ends off. Alright guys, after I wash my asparagus, I take my bacon. I'm gonna wrap it around my asparagus together. Make it a bundle, like so. And then place it in the pan where I'm gonna bake it. Continue doing this until we're done. So now we're gonna make the glaze to put over the bacon wrapped asparagus. So I got a small saucepan, heat it up, medium heat. We're gonna slice the butter. I got a 3 tablespoons worth of butter. I'm gonna slice it up so that it'll melt inside the pan. So you can't use metal on non-stick pots. So I'm gonna use a silicone spatula. As it's melted, I'm gonna add tablespoon of soy sauce. So dump it in, cook it a little bit, put it on low heat so it doesn't burn the butter up. Then we add some garlic powder right here. Garlic powder is about half a teaspoon worth. So you know, it's about half a teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You're gonna use the spatula, the silicone spatula, and move it around so it kind of cooks it a little bit. And this glaze will go over the bacon. The sauce, I'm gonna bring it over to my bacon. I'm gonna kind of slowly pour it over the asparagus and bacon. I have my bacon wrapped asparagus. I'm gonna put it in the oven after I glazed it. Since I have an over-the-counter convection oven, this cooks so much faster. Usually the temperature for this will be 25 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. But I lowered it down to about 350 for my oven. Cook it a little bit faster. So I'm gonna check the temperature to make sure it's cooked all the way. Maybe in 20 minutes, I'll check it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit from my oven. When the mashed potatoes are done boiling and the potatoes are soft enough, you want to carry the pot to the sink so you can dump out the water. So you usually want to wear some gloves or use 2 towels because it's kind of hot. The handles are hot. The water out slowly. And you can leave some water in there. After you're done dumping out the water, you can use a potato masher to make it easy. Or if you don't have a potato masher at home, a spatula works just fine. So, I'm gonna mash it down, like so. Mash the potatoes down. Potatoes down. I'm gonna get some butter, slice it into little slices so it'll melt easier, and drop it in there. Butter, it'll melt while the potatoes are still hot. I'm gonna throw some salt, like that, into the potatoes. I'm gonna get some garlic and pepper. I'm gonna throw it in there as well. Get my garlic in there. Get some pepper. Throw a little pepper in there. And then we'll mix it all in. I'm gonna add some milk to soften it up. Let's add some milk. How much milk you put in there. Just don't put too much milk. For me, I think I poured about 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 a cup of milk. And once you mash it up, and just leave the potatoes to the side, and let it absorb. When I'm done with that, I cover it up, leave it to the side, since we're gonna use that later and we're gonna keep it warm inside the pot. Guys, for my next dish, I'm gonna make jumbo scallops. A simple dish, frying pan, salt and pepper, some garlic, and butter. And let's get started, guys. Drain out the water of the scallops. As the pan's getting heated, I'm gonna add some butter to the pan. So after the pan is heated up, we're gonna throw in our scallops in there. You have butter in there. There we go. I'm gonna throw some pepper. Freshly grounded pepper. Like so. Sea salt. I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic over it. As it's cooking, you wanna baste it. Get a spoon, grab the butter, go over the scallops itself. So when we flip it over, I'll cook the other side, and I'll have some butter over the other side. We're gonna flip the scallops over. When you see it has a little char on there, it looks nice. All right, so it looks like my bacon wrapped asparagus is done. Time to take it out. Ooh, steam. Looks beautiful. There we go, lay it out right here. So it's time for plating. Now that we're done, grab a bundle of asparagus, put it on here, like so. Scoop of that, go right here. Like so. Flavor, grab a little of this, voila. Bacon wrapped asparagus, my scallops, and my garlic mashed potatoes. Bon appetit.
Oh my God.